Hey everybody, I forgot what I was gonna say immediately. Wow. Alright, I had my coffee, it just hasn't kicked in yet. It's been a whole month since I stopped working or going to eat, so things are a bit foggy. Um, I started coloring this at the end of February, I think, and quite appropriate to the meaning of this card, which I randomly picked from my stack. It means things accelerating very quickly, things escalating very quickly, lots of action, whoosh. And yeah, the lockdown happened pretty quickly. COVID happened pretty quickly, but then it's like the classic definition of hurry up and wait, where things happen so fast, and then everybody collectively is doing nothing. So I guess I want to know, what is your quarantine style? There's many kinds, and I've seen many people do many different things to fill up their time. So are you a grower, in which you started gardening or growing plants? I guess bread counts too if you're growing sourdough. It's not a real quarantine unless you're making bread of some kind. But yeah, are you growing sourdough? Are you growing like a SCOBY to make your own kombucha? Yeah, that would be a grower. Which leads me to baker or chef or cook. If you grew your own dough, you must be baking your own dough, among many other things, like baking an entire tray of cookies every other day and then maybe eating all of it too, because you can't go and give it to your friends. Lots of people's Instagrams I've been noticing is just full of meals that they've made. Looks really good, guys. Keep it up. I love seeing food posts. They are great. I want to say inspirational, but not really, because if you know me, you know I don't cook unless it's for a podcast. And then that's it. That's my cooking quota for a whole month. Okay, so we got the grower, we got the chef. There's also creators who are, writing stories, making short films, writing songs, or whatever. Non-stop creating. Good for you. I wanted to be one of those, but I think I just got lazy. Yeah. And then there are the domestic people who are cleaning a lot, doing all of their chores and keeping their houses cleaner than it'll ever be again. Which is also, I also envy you. Don't have an excuse, but I'm just not doing that either. We have the jocks, where you're just doing workouts at home, floor yoga. I don't know. You can still go for a run or a walk outside. That's fine. But if you're just like, at home, watching fitness things, working out, you're a quarantine jock. What else? I think there's also the people who are freaking the fuck out and not doing anything else, which is also valid. You definitely can do that at this time. It is the perfect time for panic. Is there anything else? Oh yes, or you can be the essential worker, where you are still working. Good for you, because you are the hero that we all need right now. Yeah, that's all I can think of. If anybody else has a different style of quarantine, let me know. But these are the ones that I've seen. Oh wait, how can I forget the gamers whose lives have not changed at all? Oh wow, I cut off myself. But anyway, I was saying the gamers whose lives have not changed much, if at all. Yeah, I've lived that life. I've been there. I've been the basement troll for years. And I'm kind of bored of that. So I think my quarantine style is the jock, because I am going out for hikes. As remote as I can get, but you can never really get away from people, but you can get away from densely situated people, which is quite nice. But it's a little tricky because a lot of parks are actually closed, and I'm running out of places to walk, and it's driving me nuts because it's quite nice out most of these days, and I just want to not be trapped at home. Also, it's nice to go and start my car every once in a while so it doesn't die. It's really creepy that I park at a Holiday Inn because there's no parking spaces in my apartment building. And like, Holiday Inn is not exactly open, it's half open, I guess. So like, you can't get in through the lobby, you have to go through the back alley and like click yourself in. And once you get in, there's no cars parked in there. It's literally just my car and this other couple's car. I actually ran into them the other day when I went to start my engine just to keep it running. And they're like, "Oh, hey, we were wondering if you died." I'm like, "Oh, you thought about me." I think we met like once when we went to get our cars also at the same time last year. But that was the extent of our interaction. I had a nice chat with them at a very far length, and they seemed like nice people, and the only ones left at the Holiday Inn. They do not live at the Holiday Inn, mind you. Yeah, funny how weird quarantine situations can bring you together. Okay, back to coloring. I realized I haven't talked about coloring at all. But I think at this point there's not that much to say. That is only if you have watched any of the other videos. So I'm just gonna carry on assuming you haven't. Okay, so I got a deck of tarot cards to color, and I chose to start the first one with gel pens, which now I'm really, really regretting because I'm definitely gonna run out of gel pen color if I continue to color with just this limited palette for 78 cards. And also, gel pen kind of dries crusty. Like if you like graze your nails over it, it'll scratch. It's pretty fragile. So I can either laminate the cards or just never touch them again once I'm done, which I think is gonna be the route that I'm gonna take. I'm just gonna let them sit in a pile and not actually try to play with them. And also the colors go over the black lines. Whenever the ink is opaque and not sparkly, not sparkly. So the sparkly ones are okay, but the opaque ones go over the line. It just kind of eats the picture. So I have to go over it again with a black pen just so you can see the outline. And it's kind of irritating. So whenever things like this happen, I just want to toss everything out and start over. But unfortunately, I don't know where to get another one of these books because I got it on sale at Joann last year. And now things are not open. I guess I can buy from Amazon, but I don't want to get things from Amazon. For many, many reasons. Because Amazon is scuzzy and they treat their workers bad. But then I'm like, oh, but if I don't order anything, how are their workers getting paid? Anyway, I'm not going to get another one. I'm just going to truck on and finish this entire deck. And then if I run out, I run out, whatever. I do like how it looks on the surface. It looks messy close up. Like, it looks a little bit crusty. And like my line work is not, I don't have the steadiest hand. So my line work is a little wibble wobbly. So here's the part where I think it's supposed to make things look prettier, like going over it with white. But unfortunately, the white gel pen picks up the thick, crusted other gel pen ink. So it was actually kind of hard to do this. I have to constantly wipe off the tip. Otherwise it eats the other ink. And yes, here's me outlining things and then definitely screwing up. As you can see, the lines are real wonk. I tried, guys. I really did. Till next time.